Ahoy and welcome to another video. I hope everybody had a good time with these new Tall Tales because I certainly did. To be fair, after you complete them a few times, there is not that much left to do this season. Yeah, sure, I love the new enemy types and we also got some events, but that's about it. However, I do feel pretty confident Season 4 will focus a bit more on other additions and we might already have some hints to what that can be. So I've compiled a list and edited it all together for you. So let's go over all the interesting stuff we have found. Also, this video contains spoilers for basically all the new Tall Tales, so don't complain in the comments since you had your warning. And the first hint is a pretty obvious one because the lower part of the seas seem to be open to explore. This expansion seems to be just as big as the Devil's Roar, but sadly when you sail there there's just open sea and nothing else. And yeah, this region is somewhat already in use for Tall Tale 5, and for those who aren't aware, the final battle of this Tall Tale can take place on different locations on the map, and one of them is in this new part of the world. So you might think they just needed some extra space for the south. Well, that could be the case, but the open space they have created seems a bit too much just for this final fight. So I did some further testing in this open sea, which was really boring, but I did it anyways to make this video. So after a lot of diving and sailing around, I can conclude there are no unmarked islands whatsoever or changes in the water. Even if you dive down, you don't encounter anything except some sirens, and the occasional barrels of plenty will also spawn, but no, it's pretty empty for the rest. I do like the fact that the open map is now a bit more symmetrical, and that just feels nice. So let's just assume they are opening up the map for a potential update. What could it be? Obviously the first thought is new islands or a new region, which certainly would be welcome, but I don't really know. The developers seem to really like having 6 ships on the same server with a regular chance of encountering each other. If there's a total new region where we can do similar voyages, these encounters will become less. And adding more islands and more ships doesn't seem like something the servers could handle, at least when they still need to make updates for the older generations. And however you feel about PvP in this game, bumping into other players is part of the core experience, and I'm pretty sure the developers feel the same way. Maybe it is a place for a big sea battle against a sea serpent, or maybe it is a racing track. We don't really know for sure yet. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be there for something, but what exactly, only time can tell. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is this map, which might mean nothing. This map can be found at the end of the first Tall Tale, where a lost soul is holding it while you're making your way back to the Sea of Thieves. It is obviously a creepy version of Smuggler's Bay, and no, I don't think Smuggler's Bay is going to transform into a creepy face. I did talk it over with my crew. Not everybody seems to think that this is a hint to something, but I don't know. To me it feels like it does. But what does it hint to? Again, I really don't know. Maybe an evil coming to that island, or a hint that islands might be changing. Either way, I think it is interesting, but like I said before, it might mean nothing, and again, time will tell. So let's talk about an island edition that is a bit more concrete. And that is that the developers thought the particle effects on Reaper's hideout needed an update. Specifically, I am talking about the smoke coming from the well, since now it is a bit more different and way more profound. Rare loves to bring small alterations to islands, and often I am questioning my own sanity when I can't remember how it looked originally. I also had my doubts with this smoke, so I made it my job to ask everybody I met across the seas and ask them if they believed it looked different. And yeah, I still need to meet someone who doesn't agree with this. So what could it mean? Maybe we see a new story or new gameplay additions coming to the Reaper's hideout. It could also mean that developers just thought this effect needed a new update. Again, only time will tell. So some hints are a bit vague and not really that concrete. So here is something that I think is definitely gonna happen. So do you remember all the crab cages scattered around the sea? They can be found everywhere, but it's not something you can use yet. And to be fair, it is not even confirmed that these are crab cages, but given the way they look, most people do agree on this. And we can't forget about our little crab buddy showing up in the trailers again. If you want to know where this creature popped up in past trailers, I made an awesome video about it, a link will be in the description. So why am I bringing this up? Well, because the Sea of the Damned is also littered with these cages. It could just be the same type of foreshadowing we're already experiencing, but I don't think so. To me, it feels like a very deliberate choice to bring our mind back to this little creature, because these cages can literally be found everywhere in the first and third Tall Tale. Like one cage or two cages might just be there to dress up the scenery, but they are everywhere, including places that we are bound to interact with because the story takes us there. So yeah, whatever this means, I'm pretty confident it's going to happen sooner rather than later. And if you think the addition of crabs is a topic that keeps coming back, I have another one for you. We might finally be getting close to captaincy. It might be a bit of a stretch, but during the second Tall Tale there is this location where two nameplates are just lying next to each other. And yeah, we know the Sirens use wreckage to help build their structures, but there's also no other ship parts close to these nameplates, which to me feels like Rare is trying to tell us something. One thing we do know for sure is that naming your ship is on the to-do list of the developers. And even though it is an update that might not directly give them more money, it is an update that will make the pirate fantasy even more complete. So yeah, this might finally be the year we see the rumored captaincy update. And during the third Tall Tale, we also see this guy playing on his flute. And yeah, I'm sure you guys know what I'm trying to say with this one. It is no fiddle, but I wouldn't be surprised we will all be playing with our flutes in the near future. And before you go to the comments saying this is meant as a reference to the ride, yes, you're absolutely correct. But to me, the addition of a fifth instrument is also a fantastic new way to interact with other players, since you do need at least 2 different crews to get the full Shanty experience then. And if they do plan to bring in a 5th instrument, why not be the flute? As a conclusion, I sadly don't have definitive answers to future content, but it does feel like some stuff might be coming soon. My bet is on crabs actually, which might seem bold, but you gotta hope for something, right? I do believe that most of what I mentioned in this video will be implemented eventually in one way or another. You know, be it crabs or the captaincy update, or maybe, maybe we see even that map piece going somewhere, I don't know. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you are just as excited about the future of this game as I am. And don't forget to leave a like, I would really appreciate it. And I probably missed some other clues as well, so if you think you are onto something, please let me know in the comments. Either way, keep being amazing, and I'll keep making videos at a very slow rate. Alright, see you in the next video and take care.